How's it going, everyone? In this video, I'm going to show you guys how I tried making my own head. So let's start in the beginning. I started playing with CAD and I started making a head design, not really thinking it would kind of work, just to learn how to do it. And then one of my friends had a 3D printer that he wasn't using and he let me borrow it, and I attempted to print it out. I had a bunch of fails. This one almost worked, and then this one here kind of worked. Still a lot of imperfections in it, but I got it to print in his printer, and I was still learning how to program and CAD and all that stuff, so it was really a learning process. And after that, I ended up buying my own printer, and I started getting a little bit better with the CAD and learning how to design and stuff, and I made my own model with working cam and valves and all that stuff that would actually fit on a Honda Grom. Obviously it's been modified. It's got different valve angles, different ports, just everything's different, but it'll use the same cam and rocker arm and stuff like that. So I started designing that. I made a bunch of different models and just had to try a bunch of different stuff in order to make it work and hopefully actually have a valve fit in it and stuff. So to check the port and all that and make sure everything lined up, I made a bunch of these. I changed the port on all of them and just try to find the best angles that I could. And once I had all that ready, I just made the head design, which is basically like this. There's been a little few changes here and there, but it'll look just like that. All the changes were just angles and sizes of the holes and stuff. So then I tried casting it with this. I made my own sprue setup, and I wasn't gonna show you guys all that because I failed a lot to learn, and this was the first model that I tried doing. The bottom of the mold ended up actually breaking, and it didn't fill up all the way. There's a lot of imperfections, but it got the shape of the head, which made me more interested in learning how to actually do it and try to make it work. So I made a different sprue setup and new breathers and stuff, and I tried that, and it actually worked out a lot better. I got like the whole shape of the head and everything, but the only thing that went wrong is, you can see in there, there's a lot of porosity or air that got trapped in there. And I did a bunch of research trying to figure it out, and some people told me it was air getting trapped or gases getting trapped in the mold. So I made the new mold. I added some breathers. You can't see them because I broke them off now. I tried cutting it right there. I was gonna try to cut it off and see how it looked, but it was just pointless because it's not really usable. The mold broke on the inside here, so it didn't make the inside of the head perfect. But I added the breathers and it seemed to help right there. It's not perfect because I think the mold, when it broke, it just messed it up, but there's not that porosity in there anymore. Where I got it now is right here by the spark plug hole. So after that, I tried it one more time and I made a whole new sprue setup and breathers. As you can see them right there, I added those breathers on the side, so hopefully that'll help get the air out. And I added this whole breather and extra metal here in case it needs to suck any in if it's shrinking, and bigger breathers on the sides here. And I tried it again with this one, but I had another mold failure in the inside there. I'm not sure. I think it's just the plaster and the way I'm doing it. Maybe it didn't seal all the way and it cracked, or I'm not sure. It just broke again. So, but it seemed to help with the porosity all the way out, because now I don't have it in there. It's a solid chunk of metal. Doesn't look pretty, but there's no porosity. All the porosity or garbage stuff was right here on the top now. But once the mold broke, it took all the metal that would have been coming up here and it went into the actual head. So another useless one. So hopefully, now that I have this figured out, I modified a new mold. This is my new setup. I made a whole new head, well not head, but new sprue and all that. I made it all bigger. The ruler here is just for me to keep it up in the mold when I'm gonna put it in there, and I'll show you guys that. But so this is the whole new one that I made, and we're gonna try to cast this one now. I could have showed you guys all the attempts, I guess, but it just would have been boring watching me fail all these times. And it's basically all the same thing once I start putting it in the mold and stuff. So I'm gonna go outside and I'll show you guys how I set it up. All right, so this is how I'm doing it. The first few tries, I honestly used a cooking pan that was really big and I could fit it all inside of it. But the sprue came up right here. And I think from the flow going straight down and then making a sharp turn, it was making it splash everywhere maybe and creating more air pockets. So I made it on an angle in a smoother transition. And I can also add a little bigger base in here so it's easier to actually aim into the hole where it's going. But the mold box is custom made. It's pretty ghetto, but I just took some scrap metal that I had and welded it up, made a box and a little angle right here. There's like a little angle on the bottom so it can slide in there. I've already used it, it works. So yeah, I'm gonna mix up some plaster and pour it in here. I put these styrofoam little plugs in here so it doesn't get filled up with plaster once I pour it on it, and then we'll pull them all out, or it can just burn out if I can't get it. Because the next part I'll have to put this, I'll show you guys my other ghetto setup, and I'll burn this PLA out. This is actually casting PLA. It's supposed to be easier to burn out. It does help a little, but it's not significantly better. It just doesn't leave like residue on it, but the mold and stuff can still end up cracking and obviously having imperfections. So it's really not the best way, but to do it at home, it's the only way I've found out how to do it, besides actually making a whole core and mold with sand and all that. But that would be super expensive, and I'm not sure if I want to do that and still have the chance of it not working. So I'm gonna just keep trying it like this. It seems to be getting closer. So I'm gonna mix up the plaster, put it in here, and I'll show you guys the next step. All right, so I put the plaster in here and then it started raining, so that's why you see some little dots on here. I also made my pouring basin, or just the bigger hole. I unplugged these and just wiped this off clean, but I'm gonna put it in my oven. Is how I've been burning them out. So I got an oven that my uncle gave me, and I just put it in the oven, started at like 250, 300, let it heat up for an hour, and then I keep bumping the temperature up until it gets to max on the oven, which is 500. By that time this is already starting to melt out basically, and then the oven has a mode to put it on cleaning mode, and that heats it up a lot hotter and it ends up burning this stuff out. So that's how I've been doing it. I don't have a kiln or anything, so it's ghetto, but it also works. So I'm gonna stick it in the oven and I'll show you guys once it's in it. Alright, so here it is, it's in the oven. I put it in upside down so everything can drip down, and that's it. So I'm gonna put it in here and start burning it out, and I'll show you guys once it's all burnt out. Alright, so I got the mold out of the oven and it's all burnt out. As you can see, the mold has a cavity in it now, so that'll be the head. I cracked a little bit here and there, but it's a lot better than the ones before. The other ones had cracks everywhere. I mean, I don't know internally, but hopefully we'll see after we do it and melt some metal and pour it in here and see what it turns out like. It's kind of the shitty part of not knowing what it looks like, but so this is ready to go now. So I'm gonna start melting some metal. I got my crucible and things right here. I'm gonna set it up, put the fire in it, and start melting the aluminum. And once it's all ready, I'll just basically pour it in here, and you gotta wait until it gets cool enough so we can break it out. So I'm gonna melt the metal. I'll show you guys once it's melted, and I can't really video because I'm by myself pouring it and stuff, but just basically heat it up like I said and pour it in there. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll show you guys once it's all in there. All right, so I'm gonna start it right now. I just thought I'd show you guys this also. I got this stuff. It's some flux for the aluminum. It helps clean it. So I've been using that, and it seems to have been helping it a lot. As you guys can see, this one. This was an aluminum wheel, and I cleaned it, but I used this thing to melt big pieces of it, and then I got this. So now I'm gonna remelt it and clean it some more. I put a lot of this in here. I'm gonna throw it in here in the crucible and start melting it with it, and we'll scoop a lot of the dross out that ends up. That's why I have this full of that stuff that's dross. So helps clean it. Seems to be working. The aluminum comes out looking really nice. So this is what I've been doing also. I'm gonna heat it up now, and I'll show you guys when it's all melted and stuff. All right, so it's all melted. Can't really see in there, but it's all melted. There's the dross on top. So I'm gonna turn the fire off, scoop all the dross off, and then we'll start pouring. So let's see what happens. All right, so I just poured it. Let's see, hopefully it went good. It cracked the mold a little more. I don't know. Hopefully it comes out good. I mean, all we can do is wait now. But it filled up all the way on every one of them, basically. But I heard some cracking as it was filling up, so I don't know. We might have had another mold failure, but probably to be expected, because this isn't really how you're supposed to mold this type of stuff. But hopefully it works. Let's see. You can see it starting to shrink here a little bit, and here also. But let's see how it turns out. All right, so I just dug it out. I think it worked. I'm not sure yet. I can't see the important part that's inside here. Still full of plaster in there. We gotta dig all this out now, but I'm gonna just stick it in some water with acid, and it loosens up the plaster a little more. It makes it easier, but it does make this darker. As you can see, it's shiny now, kind of shiny. But let's see if I can make it come out easier, because I'm tired of poking it around. And you can see I've been damaging around the areas poking at it. So, but it's fine. After, if it's all done and it works, I'll just sand it all out and smooth it. So I don't really care right now. All right, guys, so I finished cleaning it out, and now I'm just cutting the sprues or breathers, whatever they're called. I'm not sure on the exact name, but just cutting these off. And yeah, I'll show you guys once it's all done. All right, guys, so here it is. I think we did it, or I did it. It's not perfect or pretty. I'll show you guys it had a little issues, but I think I can fix them. So the first ones are right here. I think the mold broke and it left some plaster right there in the way, and it didn't fill up right here, but I'm pretty sure I can just weld this and close that hole. The other part was also right here. I think this was actually me trying to get the head out of the mold, and I poked it too hard while the metal was still soft, because that's kind of what it looks like. And then the other real issue that I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix, but I'll try, is right in here. It's supposed to be a hole like that, side all the way through it, through the intake port where the valve stem would go. It ended up breaking. This side's fine, it's just all metal, but this side, it broke and it stayed in the mold, and as you can see, it's out of the centered, and there's a hole, kind of dark, but right there on the bottom of it, there's a hole. There's still some plaster in there. Also right there on this side, there's a little tiny part that didn't get filled up right there on the side, but I don't think that'll really affect it because it's super high up, and I don't think it's all the way through, but I can just weld right there if anything also. Everything else turned out really good. All the impurities from the inside right there is gone. The bottom filled up. There's not much porosity going on. I mean, there's a little here and there. Obviously, this could be some, but I think it was just the mold. There's parts of the mold where it broke off. That's where we get this imperfections and stuff here. But I think it'll work. I'll have to work it and modify it, but yeah, I think I made it. And now the hard part comes, is machining it and making it all work. So for this video, I'm just gonna finish off here. I gotta make jigs and stuff and get this ready to be machined. So I'll do that in the next video, and we'll start machining and getting it ready to hopefully be a working cylinder. So if you guys liked my video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and stay tuned for the next one while we're gonna machine it and get this head working.